Hi, welcome to my video on solving age problems. Just a reminder to do the 2 units in the section on Algebra 1. And that one of the units is writing expressions with a single variable. And the other unit is solving linear equations with a single variable. Both of these units need to be done before solving word problems, because they'll help you setting up expressions, solving equations, etc. Very important to do those 2 units first. Let's solve some problems. These are some examples that I'm going to do. Mary is 10 years older than John. John's age tripled is 8 more than Mary's age. Find their ages. So we have 2 sentences. The first sentence normally gives the relationship between the 2, so let's write the next 2 expressions. John is on the right, so we'll let X be John's age. Mary is 10 years older, so we'll let X plus 10 be Mary's age. Okay, that's the relationships. John's age tripled is 8 more than Mary's age. So this second sentence gives us the equation. John's age tripled. So John is X. So we'll triple. John's age is 3 times X. Is the equal sign. 8 more than Mary's age. So Mary's age is X plus 10. So 8 more than Mary. So add on 8. And that's the equation. So let's solve this equation. When I solve the equation, I simplify each side first. So 10 plus 8 is 18. So the left side is already done. The right side is simplified. Now I move the variables to the left and the numbers to the right. So 3x minus x equals 18. Plus x moves over, transposing becomes a minus. And that's a negative 1 understood. So 3 minus 1 is 2x equals 18. And we divide by 2, because the opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. They cancel. And I get x is equal to 9. So x is John's age, so I'll just write a J to keep track of John's age. And Mary's age, I'll call M. Mary is x plus 10, so we put that down below. And so x is 9, so 9 plus 10 equals 19. So John is x, Mary is x plus 10. So John is 9, Mary is 19. So let's check to see if we're right. It says John and Mary. John is 9, Mary is 19. So that obeys the first. Mary is 10 years older than John. And if you triple John's age, so triple John's age, that's 27. And 27, 8 more than Mary's age. So Mary's age plus 8 gives me 27, and that's true. That's true. So we can say that John age is 9 and Mary's age is 19. So we checked it out and everything is true. B, Joe is 15 years older than Jack. 10 years from now, Joe will be twice Jack's age. Find their present ages. Now to do this one, I like to do the box, because there's up here is just these 2 expressions, and then we did the equation. But I like setting up the box for this one like I did with the value. So let's set up the box and I'll show you what I mean. And like the ages, we have a top row, and then we have 2 people. So we'll do the first one, and we'll do the, let's see. So what we have, Joe, we got Joe. So this is the, I call it the people or the persons. So this is the persons. So we got Joe, and we got Jack. Okay, so now what we got to do is notice that Joe is 15 years older than Jack 10 years ago. So let's do their present age first. And Jack is on the right, so we'll let X be Jack. And Joe is 15 years older, so that's their present age based on the first sentence. 10 years from now, so 10 years from now. 10 years from now is in the future, so that means we have to add on 10. So we add on 10 to X plus 15, that gives X plus 25. And we add on 10 to X is X plus 10. Remember, you can't add 10 and X because they're not like terms. So this is the expressions we're dealing with now, because it's 10 years from now, Joe will be twice Jack. So these two expressions right here, X plus 25 and X plus 10, is what you're dealing with in this second equation. Joe is X plus 25. Will be is the equal sign, twice Jack's age. So that's twice X plus 10. Again, it's not these two expressions, because that's their present age. It's these two expressions that Joe will be twice Jack's age. And let's solve this equation. So the left side is already simplified. 2 times X, 2X, 2 times 10, 20. And simplified, now the variables move to the left, become a minus 2X. And the number moved to the right, gives you minus 25. So that's a 1x minus 2x. That's a negative x, or negative 1x equals negative 5. Divide by negative 1. X equals 5. So X is Jack's age. So we'll write J, that's Jack's age, just to keep track. And Joe is X plus 15. So that's 5 plus 15 is 20. And so we'll write down Joe here just to keep track. Just to keep track. Now let's check to see if everything is okay. We're going to check it out. And it says Joe is 15 years older than Jack. So we put down Jack and then Joe. Then we can get a word Joe and then Jack. We know that Jack is 5 and Joe is 20. Jack is 5, Joe is 20. And it says Joe is 15 years older than Jack, so we know that's true according to the first sentence. 10 years from now. So 10 years from now, we got to add 10 on. So that makes it 15. Joe is 20 right now. 10 years from now, Joe will be 30. And the sentence says, when you add 10 to each of their ages, it says that Joe, which is 30, is twice Jack. So 2 times 15 equals 30. So that's true. So we have their find their present ages. The age is 10 years ago. Present ages is Jack is 5 years old and Joe is 20 years old. And notice in 10 years or 10 years ago, it's easier to fill out this chart. But if you don't have 10 years ago or 10 years from now, then you don't need to do the chart. So let's do some practice. Practice means pause the video, read over the problem, work it out, and then play it back to see if you're right. And do that for each one. And that ensures that checking to see if you know what's going on. Here we go. Number 1. Paul is 20 years older than Bill. Bill is twice Paul's age. Find their ages. So the first sentence gives the relationship, the expression. So we'll let X be Bill's age. Again, I like to let the person on the right be X. And Paul is 20 years younger. So younger means we have to subtract. So take 20 off. Older is add. So X minus 20 is Paul's age. Okay. And next sentence gives us the equation. Bill Bill is X is equal sign twice Paul's. So that's twice X minus 20. So as you read the sentence, Bill X is equal sign twice, 2 times Paul's age X. And we work each of these out. The left side is fully simplified. 2 times X, 2 times negative 20, negative 40. And the X's go to the left, the numbers go to the right. And 1 minus 2x is negative x equals negative 40. Divide by negative 1, and I get x is equal to 40. And that's Bill, B. And now we're going to do Paul, P. That's x minus 20. So that's 40 minus 20 gives me 20. So Bill's age is 40, Paul's age is 20, but we should just quickly check to see if we're okay. Paul is 20 years younger than Bill. So we do P for Paul and B for Bill. Paul is 20, Bill is 40. So Paul is 20 years younger. That's true. 20 years off of 40 gives you 20. And Bill is twice Paul's age. So Paul is 20, Bill is 40, that's twice. So both of these check out. So we can say that Bill's age is 40 and Paul's, we know they're dealing with years, so Paul's age is 20. So we could put years there if you want. We know what we're doing is years. Okay. Another one. Number 2. A mother is 6 years older than twice her son. Triple the sum of their ages is 117. How old are they? Again, we don't need the box for this. We just need the 2 expressions. Again, I do the box when I have years ago or years from now. So the mother is 6 years older than the son. So the son is on the right. So I'm going to let X be the son's age. And the mother is 6 years older than twice her son. Twice her son is 2x, and 6 years older is add on 6. Be the mother's age. Okay, this sentence, second sentence. Triple the sum of their ages. Tripling the sum of their ages is 117. So triple means to multiply by 3. The sum of their ages, so we take x and we add on 2x plus 6. So the son's age is x right here. The mother's age is 2x plus 6. So sum means add. So we triple the sum of their ages, and that's 117. And we simplify the inside first, so 1 plus 2 is 3x plus 6. Bedmass, you always simplify the inside up the brackets first if you can. 3 times 3x is 9x. 3 times 6 is 18, equals 117. And there's only one variable, so it stays on the left side, and the number 18 becomes negative on the right side. 9x equals 99. Divide by 9. So x equals 9, and the 9 goes once, 9 and the 9 goes, that's 11. And so that's the son. Put S for son. So the mother, I'm going to call M, is 2x plus 6. So it's 2 times 11 plus 6. And that gives 22 plus 6, because you multiply before we add. And that gives me 28 for the mother. So the son's age is 11, the mother's age is 28. But again, like we would, let's check. The mother, let's say the son and the mother. So the son is 11. So the mother is twice the son's age, which is 22. And we add on 6. So that's 28. Okay, that makes sense. Triple the sum of their ages. So we're going to triple the sum of their ages. So their ages are 11 and 28. If we triple, that's a 39. And 2 times 39 is 117, and that's true. So we have it verified. So son's age, as an S, is 11 years, and the mother's age is 28 years. Doesn't take too long to check to make sure you're right, but checking is a good thing to do. Again, if you're on a quiz and you have your problem done, because you're in a hurry, you might not decide to check. Number 3, practice. Again, pause the video, work these out, and play it back to see if you're right. Jim is twice as old as Helen. 7 years ago, the sum of their ages is 19. How old are they now? We want their present ages. Again, because we have 7 years ago, let's do the box. The box keeps everything nice and concise. And we have the top row, which is there. And we have 2 people, so we have 3 rows all together. So we have the people in the first one, or the persons, you call it. So that could be, you want to go with Helen first because Helen is on the right. You can. You can put Jim first. But because Helen is on the right, I'll put Helen first and then Jim. And this column right here is the present age. That's the present age. Present age comes out the first sentence. So Jim is twice Helen's age. So if Helen is X, Jim is twice that, so it's 2X. 7 years ago, so 7 years ago, we have to subtract 7 off the present ages. So 7 off of X is X minus 7. And 2X subtract 7. So now, when you deal with 7 years ago, this is the equation you have to do. This is the equation based on these 2 expressions. The sum of their ages, so X minus 7, add on 2X minus 7 is equal to 19. So that's Helen, and that's Jim right there. And this is the sum of the 2 ages, but you can't use this one because the 7 years has to deal with these 2 expressions here. We simplify the left side, so we got X plus 2X minus 7 is 19. That's 3X. Negative 7 is negative 14 equals 19. Only one variable stays on the left. 19 plus 14. 3X equals 33. Divide by 3, and we get X equals 11. If X is 11, then 2X is 2 times 11, which is 22. Who's X? X is Helen, and 2X is Jim. And let's see if we're right. 11 years and 22 years, so check. I'm going to do Helen and Jim. Helen is 11. Jim is 22. Let's check. Jim is twice Helen. Yep, 22 is twice 11. And 7 years ago, so 11 minus 7 gives me 4. And 7 years ago gives me 7 off of 22 is 15. And if you take the 4 and add on the 15, then you'll get a 19. So it checks right there. Subtracting 7 from both ages gives you 4 and 15, and the sum is 19, so it's true. So we say Helen is 11 years old, or you could say Helen's age is, and Jim is 22 years old. Done. Verified. Perfect. Number 4, Fred is 60 years old. Judy is 42 years old. How many years ago was Fred triple Judy's age? So again, we don't need years ago. We just have to, how many years ago? So what I'm going to do is let X be the number of years ago. So if Fred is 60 X years ago, Fred is, or I could set up a box too if I want. So that's X years ago. Judy is 42 minus X. So they have to take the X off. And it says that Fred is triple Judy's age. So that's Fred and that's Judy. Fred is triple Judy's age. We could have did a box, I suppose, on this too, if we wanted to, like this. Come to think of it, so let's see if we're okay with this. We got the people or the persons, and we got Fred, and we got Judy, and their present age is 60 and 42, and how many years ago? X is how many years ago? So you take X off, you take 42 off, take X off to 42. So that X is how many years ago? So 60 minus X, 42 minus X. Then we can write the equation. Fred, 60 minus X is triple Judy's age, and that was X years ago. So we solve this, we get 60 minus X equals 42 times 3 is 126 minus 3X. 3 times 42, 3 times negative X. And the X's move to the left side, and the numbers move to the right side. So the negative 3X becomes plus, and the positive 60 becomes a minus. So that gives me 2X equals 66. Notice that's a 1, negative 1 plus 3 is 2, divided by 2, and I get X equals 33. And 33 is the number of years ago that Fred was triple Judy. So let's check. We only got one expression, which is X. So let's see. Check it. 33 years ago. So let's look at Fred and Judy. So Fred is 60. Take off 33, and that gives me a 27. Judy is 42, so we take off the 33, and that gives us 9. And as you can see, 33 years ago, Fred is triple Judy. So the number of years, so how many years ago? 33 years ago is the answer. And that Fred will be triple Judy's age. Okay, let's continue. One more. Practice. Let's see, don't forget, pause your video, work this out to see if you're going to get the right answer. And here we go. Again, person A is 20 years older than person B. Person C is 2 years less, twice the age of person B. And in 8 years, the sum of their ages of the person B and C is the age of person A increased by 10. Find their present ages. Well, what we got to do, we got 3 people, so let's do the box on this one. The reason we do the box, because we have what? In 8 years. And this is the people. This is their present ages, and this third box right here is 8 years ago expressions. So what we have is the person. We have their present age. And we have their age in 8 years. In 8 years. Here we go. So we got person B is in the first one. We got 3 people, so which one is repeated twice? Person B is repeated twice. So I'll do B first. Then I'll do A because it's in the first sentence. And then I'll do C because he's in the second sentence. The present age of B, because he's mentioned twice, is X. Person A is 20 more than B, so that's X plus 20. Person C is 2 years less, twice the age of B. 2 years less subtracts, so twice B minus 2 is person B. Now, that's their present ages. In 8 years, you got to add on 8, so that's X plus 8. In 8 years, 20 plus 8 is 28. In 8 years, now, just to make sure on this one that we're going to be okay, so we got a 2X minus 2 plus 8. So that gives me 2X plus 6. And in 8 years, so we're looking at these expressions here. Not these. These are the present. These are the expressions in 8 years. So in 8 years, let's read the sum of the ages of persons B and C. The sum of the persons of B and C. So B is X plus 8. C is 2X plus 6. The sum of B and C is equal sign. The age of person A increased by 10. So person A is X plus 28 increased by 10. Again, these expressions are based on in 8 years. Let's simplify each side. So we get X, add on 2X plus 8 plus 6. And this one is X plus 38. So X plus 2X, that's 1 plus 2X, so it's 3X plus 14. Now, this step is not necessary if you don't want to. You could just add X and 2X to get 3X, 8 and 6 to get 14, omitting this step if you want to do it faster. Variables go on the left, so X becomes negative when you move it over. And the 14 becomes subtract when you move it over. So positive X becomes negative X plus 14 becomes negative 14. And that's a 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2X equals 24. 2X equals 24. And we divide by 2. We get X equals 12. Now, we're looking for the present ages, not the ages 8 years ago. It says they want their present ages. So, who's X? X is person B. And now we got to do X plus 20. And that's person A. Keep a track of it. So it's 12 plus 20 is 32. Then we got to do person C, which is 2X minus 2. 2X minus 2. So that's 2 times 12 minus 2. And that's 24 minus 2. That gives me 22. So person A is 12, person B is 12, person A is 32, person C is 22. And we have to check. Let's check to see if everything is okay. We got person B, we got person A, and we got person C. B is 12, A is 32, C is 22. Let's see if we're right. Person A is 12 years older than B. 20 years older. 20 years older. So 12 add on 20 is 32. Person C is 2 less than twice person B. So if I double person B, I get 24 minus 2, 22. So the age is checked there. In 8 years. So in 8 years, you're going to add on 8 in 8 years. In 8 years, person B is 20. Person A is 40. Person C is 30. We're adding 8 on in 8 years. 12 plus 8, 32 plus 8, 22 plus 8. And in 8 years it says person B and C. B and C. So that's 20 plus 30 gives you 50. And that's the same as person A increase by 10. So person A is 40, increased by 10 is 50. So that's true. So we have B, person B is 12 years old. Person A is 32 years old. And person C is 22 years old. And we have all the problems done. Hopefully you enjoyed doing the age problems. Again, when you got a goal or in 10 years or what, I use the box. I find the box very helpful. And if you like my video, click the like button. If you're not a subscriber, click the subscribe button. Click the notification bell and write a comment on my video if you wish. And visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to get information on me, which is my degrees and teaching experience, information on, in this section, information on how I'm going to use math tricks and strategies to help you learn your math. And the section on content gives the topics and the number of videos on each topic that's going to be online. Online is black font, and the red font is what we'll develop in the near future. Hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.